Speaking of what we're talking about, though, do you have a burner account?
No.
You don't. But a lot of NBA players have burner accounts, right?
I don't know.
Kevin Durant definitely has many burner accounts, right?
I mean, I don't know. He probably do.
Yeah.
He probably do, but no, I never.
Wait, didn't KD say he had a burner?
Yeah, of course he did.
Oh, he did?
Plenty of them.
I thought I read that.
He got one?
Yeah.
I thought I read that
That's
somewhere.
tough. I don't know. I
Never heard of that.
Yeah, he got caught a couple times. All right.
That's the GOAT, you said?
Moving
KD's
past
the GOAT.
To go to what?
Generation.
When we talk about comments and the comments that people make. You made a comment saying that you in your prime was better than Jokic, and a lot of people disputed that. How did you feel about the response that you got from that? Especially Stephen A. Okay,
just like he said, I was
Right.
just like, so I know what I do on the court against this man. And it's
Right.
not me. Like, people think I was trying to downgrade Jokic and all his success. Like, I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing.
Right.
But this is what I was telling people. If 2020, y'all were saying that I was stopping this man in 2020 and I wasn't in my prime,
Imagine what you do.
what would I do if I'm in my prime?
Right.
It wouldn't be no question. So why would I say, yeah, you know, he'll beat me. I give up. He better than me.
Ain't
Who
nobody
says
saying
that?
that.
Says that?
Nobody
Right.
said
No.
that.
Right.
And I done played it like my era. Look who I played against.
Right.
I'm playing against the Kobe's, Kevin Garnett's, Dirk Nowitzki's, Prime D Rose, Tim Duncan, Yao Ming, Shaq, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Gerald Wallace.
Akeem Olajuwon.
No, I ain't playing
Didn't
against
play,
him. I missed him.
That on
He's on Akeem
Nah, I ain't get you there.
Give Akeem his props though.
No, Akeem is the man.
Yeah.
Who was your toughest opponent, though?
My toughest
Your
opponent?
toughest opponent on the court.
Top 3.
Toughest.
Like,
I just feel like I didn't have a lot, like, not saying nobody wasn't tough. I felt like,
Who gave you a run for your money?
Like, you know this game coming up, you're like, I gotta put my A
gotta
game
play
on.
no, it wasn't like that to me. To me, every night I wanted to destroy everybody. My mindset was, it's not who I'm playing against. My mindset is the people in the rappers, the names up there. That's who I'm playing against. So I'm playing against Wilt. I'm playing against Bill Russell, all these guys. Those are my competition. So every game I'm thinking I gotta catch Wilt Chamberlain.
Right.
So that's why you see my first 9 years, I'm the first player with 1,000 rebounds, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Because I'm like, I got to get Wilt.
right.
But he all the way up there, damn near 30,000 rebounds. It's going to be hard to catch him.
Right.
But that was my goal. That's always been my goal. I never looked at the people that I was playing against. Not said I overlooked them,
Right.
but it's like, this is who I'm trying to catch, so nobody can get in my way. I don't know if that's a bad mindset to have, but
Nah,
it helped me
that's-
get to where I am.
It worked.
today.
I guess
I mean,
it worked.
if it works, it works.
Right.
Now, people are saying that you are the missing link for Golden State.
I can see that.
I could see that, but I don't think that they want my style of center.
Why?
Not that I can't play or do what is needed, but why would they go get a Dwight Howard when they can go get a young player that maybe has no name, that it's not a risk, no off the court issues and no drama that comes with Dwight Howard or the name or anything. Why wouldn't they just get somebody it's no pressure? There's no pressure.
Well, I can to contend immediately because
But
whoever,
they got
whoever that
5
kid,
championships, or 4 or 3, whatever it is. Why would
got
they?
3.
I'm just looking at both sides of it. I know who I am. I know my talent.
right?
But from their business side of it, just why would they do that on their end?
Veteran
They need a
players
big man.
always. Yeah,
They need a big
You well
man.
learned.
players.
Well
I
learned in the
totally
game.
understand all that from my end. I can fight for myself and say everything y'all saying is right, but I'm just looking at it from their end. They got the best shooter in the world. They got all the vets that they already need. What would they say that they would need me for?
Experiences can't
They
be
got
taught.
the best experience.
No,
That's
not
what I'm saying from what they would say.
I'm saying with
Yeah, instead of getting that new guy,
an
they would get
experienced
someone
big
who
man.
has experience.
Right.
I understand that part, but they don't be seeing it that way in the league.
Even when you averaging 38.
All right, so
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
let's go back to when we won the championship with the Lakers.
Right.
Why didn't the Lakers just bring us back?
Yeah, I don't know.
We just won the championship. Why would they go away from it?
It would
So,
have made
sense to keep you. What did they say? We want to get better at the center position. So they went and got Marc Gasol and Montrezl Harrell. That was their way of saying we got younger and better at the position. Now, in my mind, I'm like, we just won a championship. What's better than that?
Right.
But they're thinking what's best for them and the way that they got their business set up.
Didn't work out.
And it didn't work out.
At
So
all.
maybe they think something different now.
I wish they did.
Yeah. Would you come back to the NBA? Do you want to come back to the NBA? That's the question.
I mean, I don't have nothing else to prove. I feel like so what would be the purpose?
You don't want another ring?
I mean, what
The
would
ring he didn't even bring. You know what I'm saying?
Word. What's up with that,
Bring
man?
the
We
ring,
want to look at
bro.
it in person,
Come on,
man.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man D Rose. He came through, but he ain't got one of those yet. You know what I mean?
At this stage, man, really, my kids, man, like, I want to see more of them grow. You know, and the NBA takes so much time away from home and family and stuff like that. They're getting at that age. So, I
Where
mean,
your
it feels
presence
like,
is needed.
yeah, especially now, especially in the world that we live in and the stuff that's been going on, it's necessary. It's really necessary. And I want to be more present than I ever been for my kids. Not saying that I've never been present, but I just want to be more present because I feel like it's needed. They need that protection and strength because the spiritual warfare that's going on now is way, way, way worse than it was when we was coming up, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I feel like if we don't, I know speaking on my family, if I don't do what I need to do for my kids and stuff like that, they won't learn. So I think it's important.
Well, what are the things that you see going on in the world that you feel like, okay, this is getting out of hand?
For one, they just snatching kids, taking kids. These kids don't, like before I started taking self-defense for my kids, the reason why one of my son's friends, little kid, 9 years old, 26-year-old man tried to beat him up at a basketball game. Big, swole dude, just tried to fight this little old kid. And I'm like, man, our kids need to learn how to protect themselves to where they're not picking up guns, or, trying to, do stuff like that. But when you learn how to protect yourself, that gives you a level of discipline, but also confidence. And knowing, like, I can protect myself, so I don't need to go out looking for fights, looking for any drama, anything like that. I know how to get away from any situation.
Right.
And I feel like that's something that is needed, that's important, is our kids understanding the discipline of having self-defense. In other countries, Taiwan, China, stuff like that, it's mandatory for males and females that they go to the army. They learn how to shoot, how to, protect themselves.
Yeah.
Why
It's
we
like
can't
that
do
in
that
Israel,
here?
too.
We should be doing that for our kids, all of our kids, even us. We should learn how to protect ourselves. We never know what can happen at any moment. If we not in shape and our kids not in shape and they don't know how to move and navigate, if something happen, we all done.
Right.
So the thing that really helped me with that is I did a show in Jordan it was a Special Forces World's Toughest Test. And it was like this show, we was in the desert, we stayed in the fort. It was 16 contestants, we can only bring 3 pairs of underwear, and we went through this physical, mental, and spiritual test that kind of broke us and made us into better people. This is really good.
Can you tell us about the experience? Like, break
So-
it down? I noticed you mentioned 3 pairs of underwear.
That's all we could bring on the show.
That's all
it.
you could bring, 3 pairs of underwear.
3 pairs of underwear. Imagine standing, it was similar. This size right here, 16 of us. We're in our own little kind of like beds, but we're in the desert. And every day we do different tasks. One task, we had to climb this 250-foot tower, and we had to jump off the back of it. One task is they put us in a truck. They dumped the truck in the ocean. We had to wait till the truck filled up with water. We had to wait till it filled up with water. Once it filled up, staff sergeant came, tapped us, take our seatbelt off, swim out the back of the truck. We had to get set on fire. We had to we went through some, we had to write death letters to our kids. That was probably the hardest part, was, writing a death letter to my kids and having to read it out loud to the rest of the contestants. We had to fight each other. It was crazy. We got kidnapped. I got kidnapped on the last day. It was crazy.
You mean you got kidnapped on the last day?
Yeah, I got kidnapped. Me and my partner, we got kidnapped.
But is it like, I know it's staged, but
Half
do
of
you
it's-
know what's going to happen? Like,
So-
tomorrow you're getting kidnapped.
No, we didn't know none of that. So what we had to do was try to escape from these people that was trying to capture us. So we're probably about 2-3 miles. We're running through the desert. We had to go-
Drawers on? That's it. There you go.
No.
Pause.
So
Nah, 'cause
we're
you said they had to come with
we had 3 pairs of drawers,
Cool.
but we got 2 outfits. We had a wetsuit and a dry suit. It's just our army clothes, like army fatigue. So we running through the desert. There's 4 rendezvous points that we got to try to get through the desert. Each rendezvous point is a different part in the desert. While we're running, it's dogs chasing us, helicopters. They got guns drawing down, trying to shoot us, and they chasing us in cars. So we got to hide behind mountains. We got to, wait till they clear certain areas.
Call of Duty.
Nah,
And
it
then-
sounds like my childhood.
Your childhood was like that.
Another day in Brooklyn. Why?
Yeah, so after that,
Right.
they captured us. They made us, they put us in this jumpsuit. At nighttime, the weather's like 50 degrees, so it's cold as hell. Throw water on us. They put us in this dark room, cover our faces, put headphones on us, and play like the craziest noises, pigs oinking, babies crying, women screaming, somebody scratching the chalkboard. They playing us for like 2-3 hours. We got to stand with our hands up for 2 hours like this, or lay down on the ground. They might put us in the hole. They might throw us in an all-white room, turn on all the lights, and interrogate us.
I went crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'd have lost it.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Wait, what made you want to embark on that journey?
I wanted to test the limits of who I am and get broken in all areas and come out stronger. And they really tested us. Like, there was some stuff that had me like, I can't do it. And I remember just seeing how my son was in that video, and I'm like, dang, that was me. But I ended up having to do it, and it helped me. So when I got back home, I was able just to have like a vision of how I need to be with my children.
What was the thing that was most difficult for you?
When I was in so they had this mountain. We had to run up this mountain, climb up this mountain 200 feet. And they had this wire, 2 wires. There's one mountain on this side, one mountain on that side. 2 wires going across like this. We had to step on the wire and slide across. Mind you, we 200 feet in the air. We sliding across. It's nothing, there's no net, no nothing. All we got on is a little rope to stop us if we fall, so we won't go all the way to the ground. And I was so scared for my life. And I was like, that was my breaking point, where I had to decide if I was gonna quit or keep going. And it helped me get stronger after that.
Wow. Yo, how do you sign up for that shit, man? It sounds like
I
fun.
signed up for it.
Yeah.
It was on Hulu and Fox. Was it Fox?
Fox.
So it was Mel B from the Spice Girls, That's my boo thing.
Mm.
It was Montel Jordan.
Different kind of analogy.
Montel Jordan was there?
He was on the show. Danny Amendola, football player. Mike Piazza,
Baseball player.
yeah, baseball player. So it was a lot of celebrities, celebrity special forces. And it was the craziest show I ever did. But when I got finished with the show, it was like it was only 2 people completed the show. I lasted all the way to the last 30 minutes and they kicked me out.
Wow.
Because they said I wasn't strong enough or something. They just said, you gotta go.
What happened, man?
So when they would kidnap us, we had to not break and tell them what we were really there for. So they gave us like this whole little rundown to tell if we got kidnapped. And since I didn't say nothing, they made me go home. The 2 ladies, they said why they were there and they let them stay. And it was kind of weird.
So you,
You're not supposed to tell them.
So I
You
did
completed
exactly.
that shit, man.
I really did.
they wanted him to be a rat in order
I
to,
was
in order to
mad.
make you got to be a rat? Oh, nah.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.